What's going on, guys? It's Stribbers. Welcome to PGR2 Road to Platinum Series episode 6. In the last episode we did races 3 to 6 in the Coupe series, and we're going to finish the Coupe series today and also do the next 2 races in the next series we unlock. So the first race is a hot lap in the BMW M3. 43 seconds is the target. This is going to be in Stockholm. And these ones start with an auto start, as you've seen in the previous episodes. It's 43.1 seconds to beat. This was quite a tight one, actually. It took me a few attempts to get it out. I got 43.2 a few times. So it's just all about driving smoothly around this track. And go quite wide on that corner. So I actually did quite well on this race up until the last corner, and probably could have done that quite a bit quicker the last corner, but overall wasn't too bad, and I only just passed, if I remember. So it's quite smooth up until now, and then I did go quite wide on that 42.9 I think that was, so didn't pass by much at all, but then again it's a short track, so passed by too much. Just over 0.1 of a second. So 10th of a second passed on that one. So it's doable, but it's going to be quite close. And then the last race in this series is a street race. And of course we're going to use the M3 again. What colour this time? Gone for yellow. Which is what the computer uses for yellow, actually. So now this race is actually fairly difficult. There's 8 cars in this race, so ignore those 3 cars we just overtake. And also this Audi. The top 3 cars there, the BMW, the Audi S4 and the Nissan 350Z. The Audi actually just crashed there into the wall or something, so you can easily overtake that. And they're definitely aggressive on this track. Getting past the Nissan here on the inside. Shut him out so you can overtake him. And then this BMW is going to cause you the most problems, so you're best off trying to fight your way around the first few corners. If you need to shove the other cars out of the way, then do that. And then you want to catch this BMW up as quickly as possible, because as soon as it opens up a lead, it tends to be quite hard to reel them in. So if you can get ahead of the other cars and then just focus on trying to overtake this one, that's your best bet. Because the AI in this series, there's no noticeable improvement from the other series. They're getting more difficult, which I assume is going to happen as you go through the game. The AIs get harder, even though it is on hard difficulty. So I managed to take that corner quite quickly, the previous one, which allows us to cut inside that car there. Yellow BM against yellow BM. But I do make a few mistakes, so there's one. Trying to take that corner too perfectly. And throughout this race, BMW is going to be right behind us for the majority of it, because there's some corners you have a strong point and you can do really well, and other corners, you're not going to consistently do corners well through a long race. It's quite hard to do. See, this corner was one of the better corners, so I managed to drop him slightly going around there. Because he goes quite wide in that corner, whereas if you cut in there, it obviously shortens the distance. So as you see here, he's 1.6 seconds behind, but I'm pretty sure he does catch up. Coming up to the first corner again. Doing his quite nicely. See, a bit slower through that corner. As you see, he's actually gaining, I think. We'll see on the next section, see what it says, whether he's gaining or not. But you've got to weigh up the options. You can either try and take every corner as well as you can if you're ahead, and risk taking a corner wrong because you're going too quickly, or taking it too close to the inside and bashing it into the barrier, or you can ease off slightly if you've got a big enough lead, so it reduces the risk factor, but they are likely to catch up. See, I took that corner slightly too close there, and it did lose a bit of speed hitting the barrier. And that wasn't too bad through there. And there was a little bit slow, but I am still quite far ahead now. Let's see, on the 2.1 seconds, so I have increased the lead by 0.2 since earlier on in the lap. But there I went on 2 wheels. And you've got to be careful going around the apexes, because if you do go on 2 wheels, it reduces your ability to turn until the wheels get back on the ground, obviously, so that is going to affect your cornering. And then you went straight into the wall when I did that. And then here, I just pressed the wrong buttons on my controller. I'm playing on Xbox 360, so I pressed the right bumper, and yeah, that changed the view. So that's what was going on there. Just over 2 minute lap time, but we beat all the cars. Nice amount of kudos for this. Fastest lap, 2,200 for the race. BMW was 2.6 seconds behind, and the Audi S4 just finishes with 11 seconds behind. 7,000 kudos, 10 kudos tokens ranked up. Not too bad at all. And we unlock the next series, the Sport Utility series, which personally I really don't like this series. This is my least favourite series of the game. I personally have no interest in looking at or driving SUVs, but there we are. So the first 2 cars in this class are both just awful. We've got the Volvo XC90 and the Chevrolet SSR. I mean, look at this car. I really don't like the look of that car at all. But so obviously no one's going to pick any of those cars. And then we've got the BMW X5, the SVT Lightning, the Ford, and the Mercedes GL55. So the BMW X5 and ML55, BMW and the Mercedes are basically, they've got the same stats pretty much. I think the BMW is slightly worse on handling. And the Ford is got alright acceleration, but then it falls down and everything else. And then the Porsche Cayenne Turbo is just the best car in the class by quite some distance. So you're going to end up using this for every race. There's no point using any other car. So we jump into I think it was a time run. Was it a hot lap? I think it was a hot lap actually. So that's the first race in this episode. And this car is actually pretty quick. It's quick to drive, but it's just an absolute boat, and it really does not handle very well at all. Doesn't respond well to turning. Suffers from quite a bit of understeer. It's 4-wheel drive, but it's just not enjoyable to drive. So you can definitely tell it. It weighs a lot, and it's just not the best. But anyway, 58 seconds the target for this one. On 2 wheels there. Surprised I didn't tip over and very nearly hit the barrier there. But this one, this took me quite a lot of attempts. It's always hard with this car to judge the corners properly, but that was quite comfortable in the end. That was the first time obviously that I've passed it, and other few times I've failed by 0.2 of a second, but nearly half a second I passed that. So I think if you get over a corner spot on that, it was a hot lap, not time run, then you're okay. So the next race, we're going to pick, what colour are we going for there? Pink. Nice pink on there. Quite a lot of colours for that car actually. And this is a speed trap, so 115 miles an hour for this. This one is one of the easier ones, I'd say. You don't really need to spend too much time on this one. It's all about this corner here. If you get this corner right, then you can just fully accelerate through the rest here and just make sure you're going out to the edge of the track there. 115 miles an hour. Definitely one of the easier ones. Not too bad at all, that one. 150 miles an hour. 5,400 kudos. Ranked up again. Rank 18. And that is going to do it for this episode, guys. So, in the next episode, we're going to tackle the street race, one-on-one, cone challenge, and overtake. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed, guys. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode.